Alrighty YouTube, we are back with another video. Like I promised, here is the Dr. Squatch review. Again, this came out of my New Year's resolution video. And again, what I mentioned was that I wanted to have better hygiene / smell better. So the first thing that came to my mind was Dr. Squatch, right? So personally, I wanted something obviously for men, something that smells really good and that's a little bit more on the natural side. So I wanted to be more natural and less chemicals. Unlike all that store stuff that you can buy over there that has it's cheap as hell, but has a bunch of chemicals in it. Not saying that this is all like chemical free. I'm pretty sure they do have some stuff in there, but a lot of the stuff in there is natural, okay? At least that I know of. But it's really about the fragrance that I really care about these. So in the past, I have actually tried their bar soap and I actually really enjoyed it. I believe I had the Pine Tar and the Fresh Falls before, and I actually really loved them. It was just at the time, you know, it's just that they're a little bit more on the expensive side rather than going and getting some Dove for like $3. These are about, I believe, like $8 or so. Again, I'll have all the information here on the screen. But basically what I ended up doing is I ended up going to the Dr. Squatch website and I got to auto ship for these things. Because if you do auto ship, it actually becomes a little bit cheaper. I believe it's something maybe too close to like $5 or so. But as you guys can see here on screen, I ended up going actually with with the deodorant, the shampoo / conditioner, 5 bars of soap. I know you're gonna see 3. I already tested them, and the lotion, okay? Not only that, but Costco, if you have a local Costco, they do have a 3-pack, which I believe was about for $25. So go check out your Costco in case of, that's one way to try it out, in case if you don't want to go into their website. So to start off the video, I'm going to give you guys my honest review of all these things that I've tried. Obviously, I've had them for weeks already, for months, and I've been testing them out. So as you guys can see, like I mentioned, I had 5 bars before. Now I'm stuck with 3. And the lotion's kind of a little bit a third there. The shampoo and the conditioner are almost done as well. And then I've been trying some of these deodorants. So without further ado, let's get started with these by ranking them from my best products to the worst products that I bought so far. Again, they have a variety of other ones, but these are the ones that I kind of stuck to. So let's get into it. Starting off with my favorites and the best in my opinion are by far the deodorants. So as you guys can see here, I have 4 of them. They have a couple more, but they don't have the most variety on this, okay? But these are just some of the ones that I tried. And the first one that I did try was the coconut one. As you guys can see, there's a difference in the bottles just because I believe this was probably like one of the most original ones, but then just as of recently, they switched it down to these. I do remember going into Walmart and all of a sudden I saw these new casings. I was like, oh, these actually look pretty better. I actually prefer these. As you can see, they have more of a wood kind of resemblance, and I actually like that again. Again, it's supposed to be natural stuff, right? So arrowroot, charcoal, and postbiotics, aluminum free. So here on screen, I'm basically showing you some of the ingredients on some of these. Again, I know usually when they say that if you can't really read what's in it, it means it's some sort of chemical. Again, not that these are chemical free, but they do have a lot of natural stuff in there. So here on screen, I'm basically showing you the ingredients for all of them. And honestly, they all smell really good. And the main reason why I actually like these a lot is just because they actually are long lasting, okay? So you can definitely tell that each one of these smells a lot different than each other, obviously due to the ingredients in them, right? But for my experiences, I literally put this right before I go to work, and when I come back, I am still kind of smelling like those. Previously, I was using some of the Dove versions, and honestly, like halfway during work, I could just smell like sweat, and I was like, yeah, these aren't really for me, which is why I kind of went with these. And honestly, they're really nice. Like I said, I come back from work and I still smell myself. I'm like, ooh, dude, these are actually pretty long lasting. And I don't really smell like sweat, which is why I actually really like these. Again, since the coconut was the first one that I got, it's actually lasted me for a couple months. But then again, I wasn't using it daily, right? Because I was trying to swap between this one and then the Dove ones because I just wanted to finish all the Doves so I could get more of the Dr. Squatch. But I want to say so far my favorite one is the coconut. I don't know, I just love how coconut smells. I kind of want to have like a season theme going on, right? So usually like in the summer and spring, I want to smell fresh. So that's where the Like Fresh Falls comes in, the coconut, and you know, pine tar for like the winter and stuff like fall, you know what I mean? Again, there's a couple more, but these are definitely my favorite. So definitely I would recommend trying these out first. Again, go to your local Walmart should have them. Costco has the 3-pack for these. Like I said, I'm pretty sure they were like 25 bucks, I want to say. So a pretty good deal, and that's actually one way to get into it. If not, just go to Target and just buy one, which should be maybe around like 8 bucks or so. So definitely recommend with these first, and these are definitely my top favorite at the moment. Moving on to my second favorite product from Dr. Squatch is the shampoo slash conditioner. So again, this is a shampoo. It does come a little bit smaller. It is going to be 8 fluid ounces, and the conditioner comes at 11.5 fluid ounces, which obviously you can see the difference. But the main reason is because if you shower daily, you shouldn't be using this daily, right? So it is recommended from the back. It says, cleanse and restore your glorious strands with Mother Earth's finest blend. Use a nickel-sized drop and massage like you mean it. Use 2 to 3 times a week, not daily, right? As for the conditioner, it actually tells you to use it daily, okay? So obviously this smells like toasted coconut. Again, I try going with the theme with the coconuts, and I really liked it, okay? In a sense, you will smell like the flavor slash whatever blend that it does have. Not flavor because you can't eat it, but you know what I mean. But the ingredients that it has, coconut, you know, obviously smells like coconut really good. Doesn't last like for too long out of the shower, if that makes sense. But you know, shea butter, avocado oil, and menthol, sulfate and paraben free. So don't really know what that fully means, but I have really enjoyed these. I will say that a little bit on the shampoo, for example, you may have to kind of do 2 dabs. Even though it says 1, sometimes it won't really exfoliate as much. I do seem to kind of have some thin hair, so it's not much of a problem with me. But when my hair does get long, I do have to use pretty much 2 squirts to kind of get in there and exfoliate. So technically what I do is I squirt a little bit just to kind of massage my head, rinse it, and then I do another dab, and then you start exfoliating, which is pretty good. I don't have much of an issue with the conditioner. The conditioner does this job with when I have short hair slash long hair. It does not matter. Again, I try to both with long hair and short hair, so that's why I do have some experience. But I have heard some annoying issues with the shampoo. But if you do have some thin hair, this definitely is something that you would probably try using. So I would definitely recommend going to Walmart. Usually Walmart has these Dr. Squatch stuff in there. Again, just try it out. You know, just obviously get the same kind, right? So get the coconut and the coconut conditioner. Obviously don't go for the coconut shampoo and then get the Fresh Falls conditioner. And then again, the bad thing about this is that they do have a small variety of the fragrances for the shampoo slash conditioner. They don't have the most. That one actually is gonna go over to the next one that I'm gonna talk about, but still, try it out on those, you know, and just see how it works for you. Again, 1 bottle won't hurt you. If you don't like them, obviously just throw it away or just finish it. And then after that, it's like, okay, well, these did not work for me. So each type of Dr. Squatch product is a little bit different for me. So definitely try it one by one. Don't, you know, go for the full auto ship and just go like, all right, give me one of everything. Just take it easy, go to the stores. If you buy a deodorant, try it out. If you like that, then move on to the next one, and then just keep on making your way like that. But that's just my recommendation. Other than that, really good. 2 to 3 months, or actually 5 months in, still don't really, still haven't finished them both. So I'm definitely trying to see, hopefully, if they have Fresh Falls. But yeah, that's kind of it for these. Now moving on to my third best product, it definitely has to be the soap. Like I mentioned before, this one is by far the one that has the most variety in fragrances. So this is where, if you want to try out a fragrance, try it out on these, because this is the soap is the one that's going to have it the most. Like I also mentioned, these were actually the first ones that I ever tried before. I tried the Pine Tar and the Fresh Falls before. Back then, the Pine Tar had some heavy grip on it, which is just kind of like a little pine tar pits in there. So every time you scrub, you would kind of like, not necessarily scratch yourself, but you can feel that like, hey, like you're rubbing yourself again with it. A lot of people say it scratches their body, you know. But they definitely toned it down a lot. The last one that I used actually did not have any type of grit, even though it does say it's a little heavy grit on it. So I guess it could be like sand slash oatmeal instead of the actual pine. But last time I tried it, did not really have any of these. So in the last couple of months, I used the other Pine Tar and the coconut one, and I just love them. Honestly, you can use these as like just fresheners in your bathroom, to be quite honest with you. You see these holes that they have here on in the front of the box? That's where all the stench comes out, and it smells so good. So I have these in my restroom, and every time I just go in there, I'm like, ah, dude, it smells so good. So these are natural fresheners if you want to have them in your bathroom. But these are actually pretty cool. So now let's get down to business with these. Some of the ingredients on the pine tar, we got saponite oils of olive, sustainable palm, coconut, shea butter, orange essential oils, natural fragrance, pine tar, pine essential oils, oatmeal, sand, activated charcoal, coal and clay, and sea salt. Again, these are just natural soaps, made from natural soap, no harsh chemical, cold processed, and sustainably sourced. So these are actually pretty good. Like I said, in these couple of months, I've only used 2 of them so far. And keep in mind that I've been using some other soaps as well, just to kind of try some things out. The only reason why these things are kind of low in the ranking for me is not that they're bad. It's just that they're only going to last you for a couple, like, maybe 10 to 12 showers if you're pretty lucky on that. Again, they are soap, right? So they're not the biggest. As you guys can see, they're just little squares. The only thing is that they're not going to last you long, like I said. And then once you kind of do keep on rubbing them the more often, they are going to get a little bit smaller and skinnier, which is why they're soaps, bar soaps, right? But it just sucks that once you're kind of like in the 5th, 6th, or 7th, somewhere in there, they do tend to break apart again a little bit into little pieces, and that's what sucks. I'm the type of person that I like to waste the entire thing, right? Because these are a little bit on the expensive side, but if you go, I believe Walmart has them a little bit cheaper, or if you just get the auto ship from them, so you can get them a little cheaper. Again, I'll post the prices here. But that's the only bad thing about it. But they do exfoliate really good, okay? Once you start rinsing it in there. So you may have some issues at first where you're like scrubbing yourself. You're like, dude, this is actually not working. But the more you lather yourself in the body and then you kind of get some water in there, and then you start really feeling like, oh, dude, this is really exfoliating. So something you could do is just kind of pour yourself, or I guess lather yourself with some of the soap, put the soap back like on the caddy or something, and then just kind of grab your hand and just start scrubbing yourself, and then you'll feel like, oh dude, I'm exfoliating now. So that's been one of the cool things. They don't last for too long again. Your shower will smell good for a couple minutes, but other than that, not that much. Another thing that you could use is you could use it on the loofah or loofy, but I think loofy is more one piece, so the loofah, just kind of start scrubbing it in there, and then you can just use the loofah to scrub yourself. That's really up to you, but the way that I do is I just grab the soap, I lather myself, put the soap back, and then I just start kind of just with my own hands just exfoliate it, and it feels clean though, I will tell you that. But again, if there is one thing that you want to try, definitely try out the soaps. I think this is probably one way that you'll kind of get into. If not, try the deodorant for sure. But other than that, just really good quality that I've had. Sucks that it's just lasts a couple of showers. But again, it could be different for everyone else, right? Like for me, if it takes me 10 to 12 baths or showers, it could probably take you up to 20. It all really depends on how much you use, right? And I guess maybe on how dry you have it, you know, so keep it away from the shower head. But that's it for the bars of soaps. Y'all don't really realize how good my room smells right now with all these natural fragrances right here, or natural freshness right here. Definitely put them in just like any room, and you'll definitely smell the difference. If you have a stinky room or pets, just put these in there. I mean, I don't know how strong again, but my bathroom's a little bit small, so that's why. They smell so good. All right, let's move on to the last one. All right, and now the least product that I enjoy from Dr. Squatch is the lotion. Now, it's not necessarily that it's anything bad, it's just that I'm not much of a lotion guy, to be quite honest with you. I am getting better at that. Obviously, the fragrance on this, and honestly, I think this is the one that has the smallest variety of fragrances, to be quite honest with you. I believe Pine Tar might be the only one. They might hope, again, every year or so they end up adding more, right? So hopefully later down the road, they do have some more of these. For example, like the Fresh Falls, again, those are just really aquatic scents. So really good, but again, you know, shea butter, coconut oil, vitamin E, and they do actually smell good. So The only thing that I guess that I have issues with, it's like, so this is body lotion, right? This isn't technically for the face. You could use it, but obviously if you start breaking out from it, obviously recommended not to do that. But they don't have a face lotion. Now, I'm typically a guy that's like, hey, if I'm lotioning my arms and my body, I want to also lotion my face, right? But this isn't really made for your face. So that's the only bad thing about it. Obviously, these do have fragrances. So if you don't like fragrance on your lotion, these are not the ones for you. Again, that's the whole point of these, is just the fragrance. For every product that they've had, it's all about the fragrance, right? It's supposed to be natural stuff, and here and there they'll have some chemicals, obviously, but they don't say there's no chemicals in here, right? But they do have some good natural stuff in there, which, you know, that's what they say. And honestly, I've had no issues with them. This one, Pine Tar, obviously, when I put some on, smells really good. They don't last for too long, though. I will tell you that it will probably just last you for about maybe 5 minutes or so. Because yeah, look, I put some on maybe 30 minutes ago to an hour, and I don't really smell it as much anymore. So this would obviously be best if you just want to, you know, right after you shower. Obviously, if you put it next to the pine tars and all that, you know, deodorant and the shampoo and all that, probably have the best effect. But obviously put this right before you go to sleep or right after you shower, and, you know, go with your partner, and then your partner will probably smell it, but doesn't last the most. But yeah, it just sucks that doesn't really have a face lotion. But who knows, maybe down the road they'll probably come up with one, right? So that's pretty much all I have. I don't have too much experience with this. It's just like I put some on after I shower, smell good for 5 minutes, and then it's really all about the deodorant that stinks for like a couple hours. Actually, you know, you can still smell yourself. So that's kind of about it for what I have. So now one last thing that I did forget to mention is that they do have cologne. That's actually one that I have not tried just yet. Again, this year about me is it's about fragrance, you know, hygiene and all that, and I have been getting into colognes. So these are actually ones that I really do want to try. Now, I know I haven't really heard the best out of them, but again, it's different for every person, so I definitely want to try them out. At the moment, I believe they do have 4 fragrances. They are a little bit on the expensive side. They're about like $60. I wish they were a little bit cheaper, but if you buy all 4 of them in a pack, they're a little bit cheaper. You save maybe 10 to 20 bucks on them, I believe. So that's a plan if that's something that you want to do. Again, don't take my word for it. If you do have some spare money and you want to try it, and you do actually like Dr. Squatch, try going for those. I will hopefully eventually get those in the future, and I'll probably make a review, so stay tuned for that. But other than that, I really think Dr. Squatch is really good. Again, this is not an ad, this is not a promotion. You guys can see from my subs, I'm not even there yet, but this is just something that I wanted to do, because again, this was my goal for the year. This is what I'm telling you, like, hey, this is what I'm working on for fragrance. Now, I know this isn't number 1, right? I'm pretty sure there's a couple more stuff out there that are a lot better, but I'm weird, and I just like trying out stuff, you know? So this is definitely one of those that I definitely do recommend, and I'm gonna keep on using this for a while. Again, the auto ships really help, and if not, you can just go to Walmart's and just order them from there. But, you know, try to help out local companies, small businesses in a sense, rather than doing the big ones. But other than that, I think that's going to be it for me. Let me know if you guys have any questions about some of these things. Hopefully some of this actually helped you guys. If not, don't worry about it. But this is just a progress of, again, what I'm doing. So hope you guys enjoy it. But try at least one of them out. That's the best I can tell you. And then from there, just let me know down in the section below, like, hey, I tried this before, not my thing. Or, hey, I tried this, I actually like this, but I don't like that. It's all good. But for the moment, that's going to be it for me. So thank you guys for watching this, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.